Welcome back to the channel, guys. So the Evil Dead Burn trailer has dropped online. This is my most anticipated movie of the year. I loved the last two Evil Dead movies. Obviously the Evil Dead remake and then Evil Dead Rise. They've both been absolutely incredible films. They've done a great job and I'm so excited for this one as well. So we're going to check out the trailer, do a reaction, then we'll do a little bit of a breakdown after as well. So here we go, guys. I have not seen this. I have no idea what the heck we're in store for, but it's going to be pretty crazy if anything's to go by on this franchise. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, cleaning cutlery. Not too bad so far.
Alice? What's wrong?
Okay.
What happened?
It's about to get crazy. Who's at the door? Who's at the door? Oh, damn, what's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, fingers are gone! The fingers are gone! She's got the header from a chair stuffed through her neck.
Found you.
William, my sweet boy.
What the hell?
I would give anything for us to be together again.
The Necronomicon.
The devil would return. If anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
Kunda. The whole family can be reunited.
Oh no. This looks insane. Oh, we got dogs.
Cheers to your perfect family.
Oh, she drank the wax. Oh man, that was gnarly beyond belief. He just tripped and fell onto all those knives. That's why you should always put knives pointing down. But like, holy crud. Like, I mean, this did not disappoint. Like, this franchise just dials the craziness up to 11. Let's go through it. There was a lot to cover there. We're not going to do like a mega, you know, deep breakdown, but we're going to go through and, you know, try and look at the highlights here. So obviously, they're setting up for that kind of shot at the very end of the trailer there, where they're putting the cutlery in. And again, everything's like pointing upwards. All the forks and the knives and everything pointing upwards, which is never a good thing. Then basically it looks like the two siblings come running in through the door, and they've been, you know, they're being pursued by another one of their siblings, I would assume, or by one of their friends. She turns up, knocks at the door here. Knocks at the door, and we get our first kind of look at one of the Deadites in this film. And we see the boots there, we see the blood, we see the sand on the, like the sand and the dirt on the boots. Keeps going forward, and then we see the fact that she's missing all of her fingers there, and it does show later on in the trailer that it gets caught in the door and her fingers come off. Man, but it's just like, just seeing a human hand with the missing fingers and the blood coming down is really creepy imagery. Okay, let's keep going forward here. And again, they're in shock. And this is where it really dialed up to 11 with the craziness here. And yeah, you know, you get those detachable seat, the seat rests, you know, inside your car. You can press the buttons and you can slide the seat rest up and down, and it comes all the way off. And whatever happened inside that car, man, someone's like stabbed it through the side of her neck and it's coming out of her mouth. That is crazy. I do remember reading this from the description breakdown that came out of CinemaCon. And but man, like, it did not, even though I knew a little bit of the trailer from that description, it did not kind of dampen the craziness here. Yeah, and then she pulls it out. That's crazy. Okay, from the creators of the horror classic, we get a rose. It looks like someone's passed away here as well. Let's keep going forward. And they're attending the funeral. Is that Melissa Barrera? It looks like Melissa Barrera. I don't think she's in this film, though, is she? Unless I'm completely mistaken. It looks like her. This July, and then here's the house where all the craziness is going to be taking place. This is the thing with the Evil Dead franchise, at least with the last 3 movies. All of the movies seem to take place in very confined settings. So the 2013 remake, obviously based on the classic movie, it took place in that cabin in the woods, in a very claustrophobic cabin. I mean, the final scene's outside, but most of the movie takes place in that confined cabin. Then we had Evil Dead Rise. It took place in that small apartment complex in that building. And now it looks like the 3rd movie is taking place in this confined kind of old kind of rural kind of looking farmhouse type building. So they're all confined into these very small kind of settings, kind of claustrophobic, where you're stuck in there with the Deadites. So yeah, it seems to be kind of a through line of the series. We get a look at the Necronomicon there. Obviously that always plays a staple in the franchise in each movie, where it's basically the Book of the Dead. You know, one of the characters stupidly reads a phrase or a paragraph, or you know, something from the Necronomicon, and it basically summons the Deadites, which is normally what happens in each film. You can see there some of the words. And well, the characters are reading from the Book of the Dead again, and man, seeing the imagery inside is always creepy. They always do a great job with the creepiness. And there you can see the spirits kind of been summoned, and then they do that thing with the camera where the camera's like floating around, and the camera like hits into someone and possesses that person, and they turn into a Deadite. Okay, family. Then we see that shot there. They did do that screenshot a few days ago with the family there, and a lot of people were speculating that the granny's the one that, you know, turns into a Deadite and wrecks shop, so to speak. We get a great shot here of this guy. You can see there his eyes. He's clearly possessed. He was the one that's inside the car that maybe chopped the fingers off. We see the hand get caught in the door. Maybe he's the one that trapped that woman's fingers in the door. We'll have to wait and see. So it's the root. Then we see people being smashed around inside the house here. We did get that in that small teaser that came out of CinemaCon, where that woman was crawling across the floor and the Deadite was smashing people, you know, into the walls, into the table, all kind of all over the place. So it looks to be part of that scene potentially of evil. And it looks like here they're kind of the Deadite is there, and then the Deadite kind of erupts into flames. I mean, is this like a new kind of genetic thing to the Deadites in this movie? I mean, it's called Evil Dead Burn, so it's about fire. But do they have the ability to kind of spontaneously combust? Is that something that they've, you know, something different about them in this movie? I'm not exactly sure if that's an ability. And then we can kind of see what looks to be kind of like a shed or something, kind of catching fire here. This is that scene there. So there's that kind of possessed guy there. And this is where she gets her fingers. She's trying to escape. And then she gets her fingers caught in the door, and then you can see there the fingers get cut off. So this is clearly that same woman at the beginning, that Deadite with the missing fingers. There you go. She's got the missing fingers there. Okay, let's keep going forward. Then this is where we get to this like belt saw, this belt sander thing. I mean, in a lot of the Evil Dead movies, we have like chainsaws. Chainsaws are a staple of the franchise, but here we've got this kind of belt saw thing. I don't really know what you call it. But yeah, this kind of like leaf cutter or tree trimmer or whatever this thing is. But man, this is going to be insane. When this starts cutting body limbs off, going to be absolutely ridiculous. And we see a bunch of Deadites here like crawling all over the roof, so that's kind of creepy. And looks like maybe she's looking down a chimney or up a chimney. I can't really tell what's going on there. Okay, let's keep going forward. Then we've got the Deadites. Looks like they're on the ceiling. Just wrecking shop with the family here. And this shot is creepy as hell as well. Again, you know, proper good signature kind of imagery from the Evil Dead franchise. The Deadites there. Just covered in blood and just looking creepy as hell. It kind of looked like the opening title card from the first Evil Dead remake back in 2013. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And are they in a car or a boat here? Looks like they're taking over something, the Deadites. And we got a load of blood coming down that chimney. And man, this is going to be chaotic. We got someone who's been bludgeoned to death on the side of the toilet. The imagery is just insane. Someone picks up the edge of the toilet and smashes someone over the head with it. And then it kind of finishes here where this Deadite, she drinks the candle wax, which is just really creepy. It really is. Oh, man, look at that. Just drinking it as a cocktail shot. Evil Dead Burn. And then that's kind of where we are. Yeah, drinking the... So there we go, guys. So, you know, like, I probably skipped over a few bits. I do apologize if I did. But, man, this looks insane. It's like... They always turn the craziness up to 11 with these movies, and you know you're never going to walk out of an Evil Dead movie disappointed so far. Their track record is very, very good, especially with the last two films. And the Evil Dead remake in 2013, one of the best horror remakes of all time, in my opinion. A lot of people say it's actually better than the original, and I wouldn't argue with them. But there we go, guys. So there's my reaction and my kind of breakdown to the Evil Dead Burn trailer. What did you think of it? Are you excited for it? Will you be running out to see it? Whatever your thoughts are, leave your thoughts, your theories, your opinions, and your comments, and all that good stuff down below. Can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about this.